Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Mr. H, as well as Dave, the production manager for Production H Films. You've been on the channel before, and you've got the option, well, you've got a little bit of availability now where there's the potential of you dropping on the channel here and there a little bit more. I've got dog hair on my face. So basically, I thought I'd get him on. You guys seem to like him on here before. We did some of the, what was it, DC's fandom event, wasn't it?
Yes, fueled by mead.
God damn. So basically, I thought we'd just jump on and have a laugh. Now, this is an interesting topic because it's all to do with the self-described, this is not how I'm labeling her, Nadria Tucker being axed from the CW. And I thought this was interesting because it goes hand in hand with the news that we'd heard not too long ago, that the CW was cancelled. Regardless of whether you believe it's cancelled or it's not renewed, if the show's not on anymore, it is still a cancellation. Just calm down. So I thought we'd talk about this. Do you think this is the CW realizing that they need to change the ways? Because they've got like endless money just to spaff up the walls, haven't they? Apparently, somehow.
Yeah. I think it's a couple of things. I do think, and I do agree with that, but I also think it's they've been changing things for quite a while now. Obviously, the tentpole show Arrow has now come to its conclusion. The Flash, Supergirl, if anybody cared about that show, and Batwoman, their ratings have plummeted. I love how you're doubling down on the singing. I really love it.
Yeah, what you don't know, guys, is we actually recorded about like 10-15 minutes of this, and it wasn't actually recording. So
you're getting better, though. You're getting better at the singing.
Woman. We're doing it all again. Sorry, Luke. No, you don't know about it. We do. That was one of those like shock horror moments. You're like, is it actually recording? No, it's not. Crap.
10 minutes down the drain.
Well, apparently we've got time to spaff up the walls, just like CW has money. Basically, the ins and outs of this is that Nadria Tucker she's not small fry. So she was a story editor and writer on SyFy's Krypton, which is that's relatively big. Not huge, right? Admittedly, not huge, but big enough for people to go, what's going on here then? And for her to just have her contract not renewed is interesting. And it's basically she's not going to be on Superman and Lois, which 10 guesses, will it actually change the quality of the shows? Probably not.
Well, again, though, it might not change maybe the quality, but maybe slightly just the enjoyment and tolerance of it, because as long as they're not preaching as much, it's a form of escapism, and so people might come back to just some daily, just watch once every so often show instead of, I am personally offended by that brand, I do not want to come back. So maybe it will help it. Maybe it will help it.
So obviously, I think what's so funny about this, right, is that again, it's in her Twitter bio. Like Twitter bios are like, it's almost it's like a blurb of someone's soul, isn't it? You can tell everything about someone on their Twitter bio. Writer, SJW, chaotician.
Oh, okay.
Chaotician.
Right.
She's also the chosen one. Four-eyed raven, because right. First chair flute, she, her. Pronounced like Adrian, but with the N at the front. So Nadria. Obviously, there's no N at the what? And also hashtag BLM. Dave? Hashtag BLM.
Hashtag BLM, yeah.
But basically, she took to Twitter. This is the funny part of it, is that they found her outline and draft subpar. You've got to be real garbage for the CW to think that you are subpar. That is a damning insult. Can you imagine? So so she goes to her next appointment, for drafting stories and stuff, and they go, "Oh, so you wrote on CW, did you? Oh, right, yeah, okay." They're already questioning it. They're already like, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
So why did you leave? They found it subpar. So what?
Yeah.
Get out. Get out. Because the CW's quality, CW's measure, their barometer for quality is quite low anyway. So if they find you subpar, oh my lord, like you are like bottom of the barrel. Like seriously.
I would say as an executive, if you can't write some good material for a guy who wears his pants on the outside, see ya.
See ya. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? Subpar. The CW is subpar. So what do they consider subpar? I mean, that's just insane. Absolutely insane. And I think I said this as well. Like this article's linked down below as well. But basically, Tucker wrote some personal news. Wednesday, I got word that my contract on Superman and Lois won't be extended. My services no longer needed. As if they were needed anyway. My outline and draft subpar. Obviously, I disagree with that last bit. Lol. What?
No, they looked at her Twitter bio and went, too much.
Yeah, too much. Nadrian or Nadria, whatever. And this is funny as well. So she goes, this after months of me flagging Me Too jokes in dialogue. What? So she then complained a number of her complaints about the show had been ignored for months. Yeah. So basically she's saying that, so this after months of me flagging Me Too jokes in dialogue, of me defending the Bechdel test, of me fighting to ensure the only black faces, I think black faces on screen? I thought that wasn't allowed anymore. No. Oh, they don't mean blackface. Right, okay. On screen aren't villains, of me pitching stories. I know what she meant. It was a joke.
Okay.
Of me pitching stories for female characters. There's only one in the title of the series. That went ignored. So basically, oh my God. Not only has she been fired, but she's also just revealing everything that's happening in the show. She's just gone, hey, look, here's the outline for the entire series.
Yeah, but again, you can see why. Again, it's even though she's talking about the show, the focus is, again, on the political ideology of herself. And,
of course.
Again, they want to avoid that.
But she's so disgruntled.
Yeah.
She has just gone and revealed the outline of the series. So she said that the only black faces on screen are villains, right? Apparently all the female characters, there's only one in the title of me pitching stories for the female characters. So there's one in the title of the series that went ignored. Yeah. So basically it's like it's Superman with Lois, which is kind of what the title of the series implies it is, Superman and Lois. Or whatever it's called. I don't bloody know.
I think she's going to hear from her solicitors very, very shortly.
I don't think she's going to get much. Well, clearly she's not going to get much work anyway because she's subpar by CW standards, which is oof. That is a damning statement if I ever did see it. But then she goes, and I love this bit. Like this always makes me laugh when people do this. If I sound bitter, it's because this one stings. It's the same as that whole like my truth and like there I said it kind of thing.
Yeah. But everything is becoming again just a pun against what they're actually saying. It's like, oh, I feel like my truth has been invaded or my beliefs have been invaded. It's like, stop. You write a show. You write about make-believe things, about escapism. There should be a solid character, solid story. This is not about you. And again, as a team of writers, you don't want one writer to be taking all the attention away from that.
No, so, and here's the funny thing as well. Like she followed it up with, I've been assured by colleagues that I was great in the room, so I know I'm not nuts. I debated whether to post this, but my own mental well-being demands that I do. What demands that you just what? And this is the only way. The only way shit changes is to expose it. So what are you trying to do? Some like hashtag BLM crap here? Like what is it? What are you trying to do? You just disgruntled because you've been fired because you're crap.
Yeah.
You can't like racially blackmail your way into it. Well, apparently you can racially blackmail your way into a job these days. Like genuinely, you as evidenced, by majority of things. But this is basically what she's trying to do, isn't it?
I agree. She's trying her hand on it. It's worked before, and she's having a go. But at the same time, they've stated it's about her writing and nothing else. So see you later. It should be as simple as that. But again, you got Twitter. which is kind of backs that kind of idea. Might get somewhere. She might get the public on her side, but again, it's about writing. And if you can't write, as you keep saying, for the CW, you have no place in writing in a
no, not at all. Like if the CW rejects you, you might as well just give up, because that's the end. Like you don't have a career on the CW anyway. But Tucker's comments about Superman and Lois are not out of the ordinary, because back in 2019, Tucker took issue with a photograph of a writer's room from David Simon. Simon tweeted, "Writer's room, day one of a new project. Too many smiles, notepads empty. We should address these affronts promptly." Which, like, I mean, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
What's wrong with that? But apparently, wasn't happy with that. I hope the first thing you do is hire more women. Of course. And then David Simon replied with, "No, not for this room. Epic, slam dunk. The expertise gathered for this content is precise. Other contemporaneous rooms in prep or underway for BD have more women than men. But thanks for the critique. Love it." Yes.
Fantastic. What a
just
response.
Slam dunk it away. Just backhand, pimp slap it away. Go away. See you later, mate. And then of course, racially blackmail your way into a job is the expertise in being a white dude.
Whoa.
2020, the year of racial politics nonstop.
Yeah. You can tell why she didn't gel well with the team or the executives. Interesting.
Yeah.
If you're going to base your argument on completely on race, there are many holes in that argument.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. Jesus
Just a
Christ.
little bit. And then David Simon epically replied with, "It's certainly not in being snide. 5 are native Baltimoreans. 1 policed the city for 2 decades. 1 is the lead reporter who covered the specific Baltimore issue. 1 lived it in the neighborhood. And 1 wrote dozens of novels on these themes. 4 produced The Wire."
Oh, so they're experienced writers who were basically had first-hand knowledge of what was going on. Right. Why would they pick them?
Basically, yeah. So this isn't actually for the writer's room for Lois, Superman and Lois. This was just a writer's room for David Simon, right? And their project. However, the thing is if that's your aim, to run around on the internet and just try and, like, I mean, that's basically what she's doing, isn't it? Like, it's just racial politics all the way here. Just going, yeah, well, is it for being a white dude? Is it for doing blah, blah, blah? And then she just gets slapped away with this.
Yeah.
And then you just get another comment going, sometimes just counting bodies on your fingers isn't the way to optimize insight or judge much of anything that matters.
Oh. Wow.
Like, bravo, mate. Bravo. Absolutely epic.
I love it.
But then, of course, no, representation matters. Are you saying you couldn't find any other women or people of color from Baltimore who lived there or who had expertise in the subject matter? What about the expertise of actually being female? What? But you also have to have expertise as a oh my god! Honestly, these people. That's what he's saying. Worse, he's ignoring our criticisms and doubling down. Oh yeah, heaven forbid someone stick to their guns. Like, that's the worst. That's the most aggravating thing for these people, is if you actually stick to your guns. But that's obviously what they did here, which is very, very comical. Tripling down. I know this room. I know my other rooms, contemporaneous, which are doing development with more women than men, because that content argues for it. Legend.
This guy knows what he's talking about.
Not every content.
You asked the question before. You asked the question before: is the studio changing things? I believe they are, and this is and this is naturally what's going to happen, especially on things like Twitter and social media platforms. Yes, there is a change. Will they get backfire? Yes. And will people like that need to speak up? The head writer there needs to speak up. Absolutely. And he has absolutely batted everyone away. It's not about race. It's about experience and the right the job.
Exactly. So there you go. There's our thoughts on this topic. I'll hand it on over to you, though, ladies and gents. Is the CW finally changing their ways? One can only hope, anyway. So from me and Dave, leave your thoughts down below. Give the video a like and a share. If you like these videos with Dave, because we're going to be doing a few more today, give it a big thumbs up. But also let us know, because like I said, there is the potential chance that we can do a few more of these peppered in during the week. So if you enjoy them, please do let me know down below. Thank you all so much. Take care.